Also, yes, Encyclopedia Britannica. Like I said, I had many printing presses. One of my printing presses in Delvin created some posters which had a blue background or a red background or some sort of background with white bluebirds. I mean, with white birds. I mean, sorry, it was a blue background with white birds. They made a couple posters, okay? And at the very bottom it said Delvin. And it was a town, I believe they also had distilleries there as well. And maybe later on a drug manufacturing complex. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, I had a few towns. I had a few concentration sites where we were concentrating on the future or concentrating on inventing. And so, as in concentrating, as in thinking, you know? So, yeah. Rubber, all kinds of stuff. The sites you know is Auschwitz and some of the other sites. Also, that site in Korea that's blue, that was probably one of my sites as well. It was basically a school or whatever, and they built the city and town and place around it. Anyway, people just grew. Lovely, love you, little children. Um, so anyway, lots of stuff would happen and all kinds of other stuff. Like I said, I am your creator. I am owner of the White Star Line Company. I began a small little company. I forget exactly how, but basically we had a small little company. I had a couple employees, and I just kind of kept getting more employees. I'm a very, very rich creator, a very rich person. Like I said, I'm 100 trillion years old. Um, Having invented and created many life forms, including whole planets like the star that we sit by. Like I said, Jimmy Carter or Richard Nixon or the Pope or someone wanted to say that they owned the star or that they were blah blah. And Jimmy Carter was going around saying, "Cast out Lucifer," blah blah blah. And it's like, um, I mean, he was preaching about how he will take our children away from us. It's like, well, I mean, I came and picked up a bunch of people with a colony ship, and a bunch of children wanted to come with me because, well, I mean, I'm the great Lucifer star, and a bunch of people wanted to come with me into space. So I did take people away with me, but they wanted to go, and they got permission from their parents and other people. And there was a big celebration, I believe, and all that other stuff. I don't really remember. I don't know. Um, I've been here like 3 times with my colony ship, with my ship. And each time people have wanted to come and go exploring the galaxy and the universe with me. And we had fun, you know. And they got to see space and stuff like that. Um, anyway, then eventually I retired, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, lots of stuff would happen. Most people regard me as this wonderful person, you know, namer of America, creator of the Declaration of Independence, and basically creator of all these life forms, including females and males. Anyway, it'd get a little crazy and a little bit complex a couple different times as people were trying to take over the world or trying to kill me or trying to do this or trying to do that. And I don't really know. Like, like I said, Jimmy Carter would become Mr. I'll Never Die. Anyway, like I said, I invented or had the Encyclopedia Britannica printed. I remember that. I think eventually Rodney would try and take it over. Somebody would try and take it over. I don't know. Like the Encyclopedia Britannica, and people were buying it, and it was making a lot of made a lot of money. I don't think it was the actual first encyclopedia set that we made, but it was one of mine, I believe. And I used to have one at my house at Mountain Drive because I was inventor of it or creator. I was the one who had them being printed and stuff. Some children were doing it for me. Anyway, made lots of money. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, it's like whatever. Um, anyway, though, I'm the real actual Lucifer. I love my name, Lucifer. Lucifer Star is my whole name. Middle name Ellis. Like that was one of my main names that I went by. So anyway, a bunch of people would come along and try and pretend like they were Lucifer. And it's like they're not Lucifer. And I think it was Lou Sulfur or something like that. And I liked it. Like I said, I had a volcano one time, and they were getting sulfur or whatever, and so I put the LU with it, and so it was Lucifer, and I liked that name. So anyway, I don't know. Like I could choose any name I wanted because I'm the creator of the human race and the exoskeletons in 1.5. So I could literally, I could choose any name I wanted, and I wanted to have Lucifer Star. It just sounded nice, it sounded like a nice name, and it was pretty. Lucifer Star. Anyway, so anyway, and like I said, at one point in time, asked for someone else for my people to basically make it forbidden, or at least not forbidden, but at least tell people not to name their child after me, because there's only one Lucifer Star, and it's me. It's my name, and I'm the creator. So if you don't mind, don't be running around saying that you're Lucifer Star, because it's like, well, it's me, also so named, home named Brian, but Lucifer Star, creator, owner of White Star Lines Company, leader of Belfast and the Panama Canal and all these wonderful sites, and lover of children and women and life forms. I also liked 1.5s and exoskeletons and all kinds of stuff. And like I said, 400,000, 120,000 exoskeleton planets or sentient exoskeletons out there in the universe, I believe, last time I checked. It was a long time ago. Like 14,000 1.5 life forms. I don't know. Planets, whole planets and whatever. Like I said, I don't know. They tend to reproduce and grow more and more and more and more. And then, of course, there were there was the human race, 140 planets or whatever. And then, of course, there were other types of life forms as well. I mean, I just kind of kept on going. Like, it was so easy for me to create life forms in life that I just went. Anyway, I don't know. For a while there, I was playing with some nanotechnology in space and stuff like that, and doing all kinds of stuff. And like I said, my exoskeletons and some of my other life forms were going to go nanotechnology and convert over to just being nanotechnology or something like that. And like, I don't know, they were going to do that. So like I say, I don't really know. Like I say, I'm the creator, so things are a bit different with me. And I'd tell that like Rick Bush would come and taunt me, and he would say, "It's a big picture, Brian. It's a big picture." It's like, it's a bit bigger. It's a bit bigger of a picture than you think. Like, it's not just, you know. Anyway, and then like I said, I wanted stores to be built, and I wanted trains and cars and everything else, and I even wanted my jet car or whatever. And like for years they were like, "You can't make a jet car. We can't make a jet car. The exhaust is too hot." Blah blah blah. But then some people sat down and said, "Well, yeah, we can make a jet car," and they made a jet car, and they sold it and stuff like that. Anyway, like I said, Richard Nixon, John McCain, a bunch of other people were trying to hide all this stuff from me, trying to keep it a secret or a lie or whatever. Well, I mean, Richard Nixon, John McCain, and Jimmy Carter, like, they were just soldiers or just losers, basically. They were just fucking around. They were killing people and torturing people and chopping off arms and doing all this and that kind of stuff, and then threatening the whole world, or threatening whole cities, and stuff like that. And so, like I said, it was a problem. Anyway, whatever. I don't really know. Like I say, go talk to the go grab some Service agents, hold them down, give them some truth serum, and use a lie detector test on them. Like I said, I don't really care. You can go around and grab whoever you want and be like, "What the fuck?" It's like, I mean, find out about all their little lies and little secrets and stuff like that. I don't care. Like, you should. Jimmy Carter, Richard Nixon, and John McCain was a piece of shit. They're basically not much more than a gang that they got into power and then tried to keep it. Tried to say that they were the government or they were blah blah. It's like, fuck that. Fucking losers. Anyway, I'm Lucifer Star, the owner of Ellis Island. Anyway, I don't really care. It just pissed me off. Anyway, then of course there's Godney and Rick Bash and how Rodney was oh, they're gonna make me president. Oh, they're gonna make me Admiral Rodney. And it's like, what the fuck? And then later on, Rick Bush is like, "Well, we'll lock him up in a insane asylum or kill him or something or whatever if we have to." And Rick Bush, like I said, Rick Bash and Easy Street and Godney, like, bunch of fucking losers. And Rodney going, "Oh, you're not gonna win." It's like, oh. Yeah, whatever. And then Rick Bush saying, "You're gonna have to calm down, Brian. You're gonna have to calm down, Brian." It's like, you know what? Just go talk to the 1.5s of exoskeletons in the universe. Just go talk to the AI computers. I'm done with this. And go talk to the rest of the universe. Go talk to the Irish people. Fuck it. Just pissed me off. Just because I was a child. Just because I was like only 3 foot or 4 foot. They think they can do all this shit. It's like, whatever. Trying to have people kill me, do a drive-by shooting of my school or something, and have me killed when my mom was late to pick me up at school. Like, what the fuck?